Hello everyone, this is Sarcastic Gamer from Satai Gaming Nation bringing you another first impression video on a brand new MMO game called Ragnarok Online Loss of the Second. Now this game have just been released in Southeast Asia on January the 3rd, 2013. It came out from its open beta stage and right now it has quite a lot of players playing in it. However, sad to say, if you are from say North America, Canada, or just about any part of the world that isn't part of Southeast Asia, then you are really out of luck, because this game previously, while it was in its open beta stage, actually everyone in this world could actually play this game, but last minute before the game went live, publicly live as in publicly open to everyone and fully launched, the developers Asia Soft, the same dudes who are in charge of games like Middle Story and and some of the main MMOs in the Southeast Asia region, what they did was they said because of some sort of licensing issue, they could not let everyone play except for the Southeast Asia people. And guess what? I'm part of them, since I'm from Malaysia, which is one of the countries in Southeast Asia. I have the privilege to play this game, and because of that I would like to give you one of the first impression video on this game, and like all the features and what's the main difference between this game and RO1, so you won't be missing anything out. Alright. So yeah, the first major thing you actually realize in this game is the fact that now there isn't no more sprites, everything is 3D. Before it was an isometric view from RO1, so it was basically like this. I guess you still can kind of play in an isometric view if you would like it, but you know, it's not RO1 and nothing really beats RO1. So that's one of the main difference. It uses a completely different engine, everything is 3D. So okay, the second main thing that I do realize, which is that's different, is the fact that you see all this merchant over here. Yep, in RO1, if you were a merchant class, mind you, I'm not a merchant, I'm actually a warrior. But if you were part of merchant class, you could actually open up stores like this, selling stuff. You could also make armors and clothing and weapons and all that stuff if you're part of merchant class. However, that has changed quite radically in RO2, because now everyone can be a merchant, so that's equality among all classes, which is not necessarily a good thing in the RO universe. So there you go. It's a bit laggy. Mind you, I'm actually using Bandicam, so if you notice a lack of quality in this video, that is the reason. I can't actually use fraps because this game is quite poorly optimized, sad to say, especially for fraps. So but it seems to do well with Bandicam here. So yeah, so that's one of the main so that's like the second difference, you know. Everyone is basically a merchant, and sad to say, the merchant class is now bye-bye. It's no more, it's gone. Boom. So yeah, I'm quite disappointed with that. And one more thing I actually realized is the item system. Now previously in RO1 you only had one bag, and I believe you could actually upgrade the bag, but at the end of the day you still only had one bag. But in RO2 it kind of adopted the style of World of Warcraft, where you have like 4 slots where you can put your bags, and obviously you can upgrade your bag from say small to medium to large and so on and so forth. So it's not, as you can see, I'm opening up all my item box and all my item back here, and it really feels and looks like World of Warcraft because of all these slots and all this bag. It's not, I mean, the interface, no doubt it's much nicer than the first one, because the first one was, you know, the theme color was like white and gray, which is quite dull to be honest. But with this one, it's like I feel like RO2 loses its originality. And another small complaint, mind you, I'll try to put all the cons in front and then I'll tell you what the pros are. So another thing is the currency. As you can look at the currency, remember Zennies? Yeah, it's kind of gone now, because it's been replaced by this gold and silver currency, which I do not like, because it's very much similar to the Western MMOs, again like World of Warcraft or like Rift, and that is not really a good thing. Because do keep in mind, at the end of the day, Ragnarok is not a Western MMO, it's an Asian MMO, and to be more specific, it's a Japanese MMORPG. And because of that, it needs to have its own originality, and that is something I feel so many games and MMO thrive, but they just do not have. And RO Ragnarok actually has these original features and all these small doodads that makes Ragnarok really recognizable, really what it really stands out from the crowd. And it's sad to see that in its sequel, that features have already been taken out and been replaced by, it's been really hugely influenced by the Western MMO. However, do bear in mind that this game, as you can see, the graphics is not all that great. Trust me, right now I'll show you the settings is at maximum right here. See, it's 32-bit and all that. There are more settings to play with if I have to quit this game, but I will not do it. However, my point is that this game is actually not all that brand new, because this game have been released since 2009, if I'm not mistaken. However, everything was in Japanese and was not translated into English till this year, or around last year, So I believe it was released in 2009, so that was like what, 3-4 years for them just to translate everything, which was created quite a long time. And everyone hopes that it was worth the wait. I played Ragnarok 1 previously, although I haven't played much of it because mainly I played the private server, and that's where like most people actually love Ragnarok, is actually from their private server. I played this Blackout RO where you could actually level up really fast and cool things like that. I really love Ragnarok, and sad to say, a lot of features from that game is not really part of this game. However, I'll show you some of the pros as well. Excuse me. So, alright, remember the card system? Ragnarok 1 had a card system. The card system is where if you attack a monster, which I'll show you right now, because I want to show you some combat here. So let's see, click here. So obviously there's skills. I believe the skills in Ragnarok 1 is quite similar. However, yeah, it's basic MMO. The combat mechanic is about the same as the first one. It's even more similar to World of Warcraft if I were to compare it. Because actually, if you played Ragnarok 1 and if you had a real high level character here, you would actually see all the numbers go like a machine gun, and that is definitely lacking in RO2. I am so really sad that this feature is not in here. Very sad indeed. And one more thing I actually want to point out, you see, even the looting system is actually like, wow, sad to say that. So yeah, I mean, one more thing I really like about RO1 is the fact that all the weird miscellaneous item you get, like say you kill a spider, you get like the web, and you get like the legs and things like that, and they're like so random, and I just love to collect all these weird items and just sell them off. And yeah, RO2 still has that kind of thing going on, although not as it's not as complex as RO1 was. Okay, so remember I told you this game was released back in 2009. So back then, if you ask what's the best MMO out there, it was World of Warcraft. So my guess is, this is just a guess, okay, my guess is that the guys over there is like, hey, you know what, let's copy some of the mechanics. And so indeed they have copied some of the mechanics, which is not all that great. Alright, so another thing, if you are into the lore of Ragnarok Online, I'm not that into it, but I did find out that the main difference between RO1 and RO2 is the fact that in RO2 you're actually playing in a same universe that is set 300 years after the first Ragnarok Online. So I'm not really sure whether much have been changed. I mean, the art style, everything is still the same. So that is 300 years of progress right there. Alright, so another thing I would like to say is the Kafra system. Remember the Kafra system? When you talk to the Kafra women, the sexy maiden girl over here, you click item list. Remember, you can put like your own items. You can have like save point. They added a small feature. So yeah, just to say, the Kafra system definitely stayed from the first one. So that is always a good thing. One more thing is the added feature of Kafra system, because right now you can actually fly around. Before in RO1 you could actually teleport, so but in RO2 you could actually fly to that place using the Kafra flying service. Of course you have to pay a certain sum of money for that, I will show you how the flying is like after this. So as you can see, there are mounts in this game. As you can see, there is a pico. I used to kill these guys because they drop like they drop a lot of gold bars and they are worth a lot of money. I'm not that sure. I'm sure I can kill some pico somewhere around the road, along the road. Bear in mind, I've not played this game all that much because, to be honest, this game is not all that great, especially compared to RO1. Okay, so what is the other feature I want to show you? Oh yes, the modeling system of this game is just like RO1. RO1 originally, when it was first released, it was a pay-to-play game, but later on, because there were so many private servers, they made it into a free-to-play game. So not surprisingly, RO2 became a free-to-play game as well. So of course, with all free-to-play games, you have cash shop like this. So this is a Kafra shop. So I browsed through briefly through the shop, and so far I'm only noticing they're only selling things like mounts and cosmetic items so far. So I've not seen like this dye, dye for your clothes and your character and all that nonsense. So far I've not seen like them selling any game breaking crazy weapon item or anything of that nature. They are selling chests, which I'm not that sure whether it contains any weapons or anything like that. I'm not going to spend money just to find that out. I am quite broke. Anyway, so yeah, an item shop for you to spend. And another thing is the card system. Okay, remember this one I said guess it? Anyway, the card system, every time you kill a monster, you have a small chance of getting a card, and that has changed significantly as well, because the card system right here, you see, so if I kill a pouring, I actually had a pouring card somewhere. You can, previously in RO1, you can only use the card, equip the card on your weapon, on just about any other item on your body. However, now the system has changed in the fact that you can only use card. You have 5 different slots. You unlock the rest of the slots while you progress through your level. So you can only put these cards into these 5 slots, which is your body, kind of. It's like centered on your character. It isn't on the weapon. It's your character alone, unlike RO1. And other things that every time you see this one guy, I forgot his name, but he can, yeah, there we go, he's known as a card master. So I'll show you here. So if you go to item list, non-item list, one sec, you go to combine, and then you can actually say you can combine 2 cards. Say I combine this card, and no, sorry, I think you can combine more than that. I'm not that sure how many you can combine. I can combine quite a lot actually. There you go. See, you can combine, I believe, 5 cards. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you combine all the 5 cards, you get 1 card. So what it does is it compresses all your cards into 1 card, because you're only limited to 5 slots. So you have to be very careful on what to do. So you can just combine 5 cards into 1 card, and then you have 5 slots. So basically, you have like 25 cards that you can actually put into your slot. Alright, so that is another feature right there. So should I show you more combat? Alright, so let me show you. Okay, so another thing is that I want to talk about Pontiara, which I'm gonna fly to right now. Okay, so here's the flying thing. So as you can see, you don't actually teleport. It's very much like taking the eagle in World of Warcraft. Sorry, I'm really comparing this a lot, World of Warcraft, but it is really like World of Warcraft, sad to say. Okay, so let's go through here. So I'll show you how Pontiara is, right? So of course, remember Pontiara from RO1. Pontiara being one of the biggest city in RO1, and like there's always like these 100 people selling shit there and just jumping around. And like I've recently tried playing back RO in one of their private servers, and trust me, I cannot see where my character is at all, because there's so many players even to this day, But sad to say, in RO2, I'm gonna show you very soon. I know I feel like I'm bashing on this game, but I'm just telling you from a player standpoint here what I see in this game. So let's go to center point. Shoot, oh my god, is it here? Gosh, I'm so bad in direction. Oh my god, I think it's here. Oh, okay, so one more thing I want to actually explain is, if I can actually find a guy, is that not only can you actually sell your items individually, but you can also sell your service. And I do not mean that in any dirty way, you dirty bastards right there, but you can actually sell your service. Like say you are, if you're a blacksmith, right? So you make weapons, you make armor and whatnot. You can actually sell that service together with maybe selling ingredients for it in your shop. So you can just set down right there. I'm not that sure how I can set up a shop. I've never really set up a shop, but I know you can actually do that, and I'll show you later. So obviously you still have your guild system all there. Gosh, like, so one another thing I would like to point out is this cool new feature. This is one of the pros of this game. It's something like an achievement, but it's a bit different, and I actually kind of like it. Oh yeah, hold on, before I go there, right, check this out. Emotional, you know, emotes. You know how like, you know, especially the Asians, they're so famous for their emotes. And guess what? RO2 has one of the best emotes I've seen all throughout my whole life, to be honest. So let's see. How do I click this damn thing? 7? No. You actually, I forgot how. I'm so sorry. I think you can just like. There you go. Oh, okay. So that's the action. I'll show you this one. This one looks nice. See how cool is that, huh? That's like 3D beautiful emotes right there. Now I'm really lost. Where the hell am I? I seem to be heading the right way. Let's go up there. Alright, so you can see like rub, you can see like ooh, shy, kiss, you know. I love all these emotes, and they are really cool. So that's one of the pros of the game. So which, trust me, a lot of Western game is lacking the emote system, which is what keeps the the Asian games Asian, I guess. Pico. So I believe you have to be level 15 to get a mount, which note to self, level 15 is the exact same level in World of Warcraft, where you can actually get your first mount as well. So I'm not really bashing on the fact that this game is copying WoW or anything. I guess I am, but I mean, it's just sad to see that this game that has so much potential, so much originality to it, that it copies it from to be honest, a really cheesy and the mechanics that's overuse of a game like WoW. I don't mind Reef copying WoW, because Reef is Reef, but Ragnarok is legendary. Ragnarok is like the mother MMO for Asia, especially for the Southeast Asia region. I remember when I was way younger, like when I was in in high school, this game, I remember seeing everyone playing this game. It's like, wow, that's so cool. And sad to say, a few years later and you get something like that. So as you can notice, there's only about no more than say 30 dudes right here. Hell, no more than 25 people, right here selling the items. If this was RO1, I can bet you anything you want, this whole circle right here will be filled with at least 50 dudes just screaming and cramping and crawling around for you to buy their shit. So yeah, I mean, sad. However, this game, when it was released, I actually tried to play it, and it was always full, constantly full. And you may say, oh, maybe you're in a shit server. No, I'm pretty sure right now there's 3 servers, and in RO1 you couldn't change channel, but in RO2 you have channels, just like the other Asia soft games like Maple Story. You have channels, and some other games, Usually Western games don't have channels. Usually Western game have servers, so usually you switch between servers and things like that. But I believe Guild Wars actually had channels, but you have channels. So as you can see, I'm in channel 1, and the channel 1 population, though, make sure that it's full. There's only this amount of player in Pontiara. Can you believe it or not? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is a brand new city where like a lot of people is there. I have no idea. But fact is fact, and what you're seeing is what you're getting right here. So before I'm gonna end this video soon, because to be honest, there's nothing really much to talk about this game, because it is an MMO. If you want to fully experience it, then you can actually play it. If you are not from Southeast Asia, you can either wait like a good little boy, or you can use certain programs, or those tunneling programs, to bypass the IP block that this game would have upon you, and you may play this game if you are a hardcore RO fan who just can't wait to get your hands on it. But to be honest, if you were really a hardcore RO fan, you would be playing this game, and it was released a few years ago. But yeah, everything is in English. I mean, one more thing is that the while doing missions, there are a few cutscenes and things like that, and those are thankfully they're still using Japanese voiceover instead of the English voiceover. So those are one of the only things that didn't really change from the Japanese version and English version is the voiceover. It's still Japanese. It's not even in cutscenes, like you'll be speaking like here. Oh yeah, do it again. I'll shut up and then here. Hey, see, that's not English. You guys know, I don't know what Hashimashra means, you see. No offense to all the Japanese out there. So yeah, I'm just trying to find a shop here that actually wants to sell their service, so I can show you how it's like. Yeah, zooming out should not be a problem here. So one more thing is about the selling stuff. You do not have auction house. At least I don't think that I have not come across auction house. So hold on here. So as you can see, this is a guy who's selling his service right here. So you can see required material list. So as long as you have all these materials, which guess what, he's selling it at a seriously high price right there. But if you have all this item, you can actually buy the materials and ask him to craft whatever things. I'm not really sure. It doesn't really display what he's crafting, which is kind of weird, right? Oh, is he crafting this radiant strength rune? Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, if you want this thing, yeah, sure, buy this shit, or you can just buy it elsewhere, or use it. If you have it, you can just put it on and he'll craft it for you. So that's really good. So the maximum level for this game is level 50. I don't think they are gonna increase anytime soon, because if they had, they would have increased many years ago. Oh, that's cute little pet right there. So yeah, that's all I have to say about RO. For me, I think this game, I mean, at least for me, it's not really worth my time. I just kind of burn out in all this MMO. I still play EVE Online though. So yeah, this is Sarcastic Gamer bringing you a first impression video on Ragnarok 2 online. So catch us later. I'll upload more videos about more games, because people have been requesting me to do a video on Terra Online. So I may do that, because I heard that on February it's gonna be free to play for the whole world to play. So I just may dip my toes into that water. Alright, see you guys later.